Hi, today I want to share with you a spread that I just did for myself, and it's glowing with so much meaning. I really wanted to capture this moment and this reading because it's important to me into this journey I'm on and moving into the archetype of the artist, the archetype of the magician, as it were, maybe even more so. I feel that I'm being asked to be okay with just sharing what I'm going through without having to have turned it into something that other people I can package for other people and that they can go and use. Basically, I'm trying to move out of the role of the teacher and the guide and into a part of me that's wounded, that has been hidden because it's wounded, which is the idea that I could get attention just for sharing what I'm going through. I think this is probably a sore spot for a lot of us that want to be artists but aren't, that are feel like, who would listen to me? Why should I write my memoir? Why should I write this blog or have this I don't know, some sort of like undertaking that's really just about me? Isn't that selfish? Isn't that, not going to help other people? And it's funny because I love learning about other people's processes and I love when they're honest about it. I learn through their honesty and through their process, and they don't have to wrap it up for me. Will I do spreads for writers in the future? Yes, I'm so excited about it. But it's okay to also do a spread for myself and share it. And it's pretty miraculous to me to see it. It's just down the bones, right? And I think this might help me going forward, and it might help me explain where I am and what I'm working with more to you, what I'm working with in the unseen realms. So, this is a spread that I found in the Shadowscapes Tarot in the back. I'm sure many people use it. It's Message from the Universe, and you pull 4 cards. This first card is your body, heart, mind, and spirit. I love that kind of thing. Beautiful. And everything I pulled was from the major arcana, even though I pulled from, many different parts of the deck and I shuffled a lot, which makes me feel this is a very important reading for me. And I think what it's doing, more than telling me where to go or giving me specific warnings, it really is like it laid me out. My body and my mind are both identified with finding meaning and creating rules of living from that meaning. And they're a bit heavy handed. The Heirophant and the Emperor, masculine, right? And a bit heavy handed. And I feel that this is the inner cosmos that I live in, is the body and the mind so strongly wanting to create uh, one set of rules, one understanding of the universe, and really dig deep into meaning and systems. And there's a beauty in that. But they are in, I won't call it a war, but they're sometimes in real conflict with my heart and my spirit. My heart, which I don't think I've ever read anything that so perfectly encapsulates what I've been trying to explain, that I'm trying to do with everything. If it could be encapsulated into one line, it's grasping the unseen around you and harnessing it to become reality. Or another way to say it is drawing forth the ineffable into the material realm of existence. That's what the mystic heuristic is about, this undertaking, this concept, this cluster of ideas, these art pieces, these activations, turning the ineffable, pulling it down into existence, creating a new reality. Another way that it was phrased yesterday in a reading I did, which wow, really stuck with me. Let me just find it. Seek out the uncharted, explore. So my spirit, my heart, seeking out the uncharted, longing to turn it into something in the material. And this is where I'm getting so stymied and so frustrated. By the way, the high priestess, the way that they sort of explain her in this particular tarot deck, and it's just a very short one. But there's many more deeper meanings for it but I like the sort of succinctness. It's she has her arms open like a chalice, receiving from the universe, and the owl represents the keeper of mysteries to unlock. So here she is. This is sort of a wild side note, but I was very depressed yesterday. I'm having extremely high highs and extremely low lows, and it all feels very energetic. But I was sitting in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I raised my arms up like this, and I saw myself like this in purple. And she's got this blonde hair and this wildness, and I felt this. Now, I just got this deck yesterday. I've been sort of obsessing over it online for about 3 months, but my friend just bought it for me. So I might have seen this in the first shuffle through that I did yesterday, but I don't remember seeing it. And if I did, I don't know why it would come through for me in that bodily way in that moment, but she's incredible. Opening up the arms to receive from the universe, returning that, turning that into reality, into tangible reality. This is what my soul is longing for, and it's getting stuck somewhere in between. Where is it getting stuck? Well, the emperor, the mind, maybe trying too hard to operationalize everything. The body. I know that I sometimes feel a bit like this wizened tree. I don't move enough. I'm not active enough. I'm starting to sort of feel my age a little bit. Feel beyond my age, probably. Feeling older than I really am. And these roots that go down searching for meaning, it's so beautiful in its way, but it's also, look what it's doing to the body. It's not moving enough. It's not active enough. The Hierophant is a little bit stuck in his ways. Pursues knowledge and deeper meaning. Rigidity of belief systems. So I think that for me, this is what I'm coming up across, what I would call a programming. There are many ways, there are many valuable things about the Hierophant, but in the negative sense, for me, it's this programming that says, I have to make all of this make sense to the mind and to the history of humanity and to everyone else living right now. So, what should that be? Should I make a podcast today? Should I try to do another activation today? Should I create an Instagram page, Instagram account? Instagram page, I just made myself sound old. I know what it's called. I just, oh, Mouse is joining us. He's just opening the door. Mouse is my cat, one of my cats. It's just all here. There's beauty. If someone were to say, what is the most beautiful things about me? I think it's this desire for meaning. But it's this process of wanting to pull it down, to receive it from the universe, and then transform it, the unseen into the seen. This beautiful version of making 5D art. that is somehow being thwarted by all of my beliefs about what I can do, about how things have to go, about how systems work, about how reality works. And with the emperor, with the mind, creating order out of chaos. Chaos is a huge thing for me. Chaos theory, order and chaos, chaos and order, looking for authority outside of myself, looking for clarity, which is important. Clarity is important, but it's clarity of the mind these days. I don't know that that can be the arbiter of reality anymore for me or for others. I think we are moving out of the mind, out of the masculine, out of the realm of these laws, out of structure. I mean, we can see structures crumbling all the time. He has confidence that this is the right structure of things. And Lord, oh Lord, that is what a part of me is always looking for: meaning and structure. Not that if you met me, you wouldn't think, oh, well, she's a really sort of structure oriented person. Like I have to have if I find if I have too rigid of a plan, if I have too rigid of a to-do list, it's very stifling for me. But my mind wants to have a plan. My mind wants to be able to trust its understanding of reality. The Hierophant, my body, my poor body, I think my body's just used to working in these ways. And if anything, I would take from this just a reminder to move. Don't get stuck like a tree here, this wizened old tree. Move the body and get up and maybe let go a little bit of this need to be the processor of all meaning. Oh my God, I do that so much of my day is just trying to understand the meaning of everything going on with me and with everyone I know and people in the news and meaning. What is the meaning? What is the meaning? What does this mean about reality? What are the rules that it means about? What does this mean about the structure of reality? Where my heart is like, oh my God, just let me create a new reality. And my spirit is like, I can receive all of this from above. And then my days, they're all powerful forces in me. So what does it mean? It means that this is how I am at this particular time. It's a real gift to see it laid out. And I know what I want. And I know what needs love and healing, to have a healed version of the mind and the body, and a freed version of the heart and the spirit in me. That is what wants to come through these next 18 months. I say 18 months because that's how long the grant lasts. Obviously, it's just an arbitrary thing. This is good how I've been trying to live my life for years and years, and it'll continue to be my journey afterwards. But for the next 18 months, I don't have to concern myself with making my rent. So what I can do is sort of like when Thoreau went to the cabin and decided that he was going to try to live deliberately and see, really, I'm paraphrasing now, what life really was. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing. I have very few obligations. I don't have kids at this time yet. I don't have a lot of friends here locally. I'm pretty solitary. I have my partner, and I have a lot of deep deep, beautiful friendships with people that don't happen to live close by. You probably are the same. But the point is, I have something that a lot of people don't have, which is a richness of time and abundance of time and of mental real estate and space. And I'm hoping that in this journey inward and upward and outward without too much distraction, I can find something for myself and for the world that can help us through this difficult time. Okay. I love you for being here. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions for tarot spreads. I'm going to be doing tarot spreads for writers, empath writers. Everything on this channel is for empath writers. It just is. So if you're dealing with something, having trouble, struggling with your literary creativity, clarity, inspiration, any kind of literary endeavor, and you are, I'd say, sixth sensory empath, because I, not to exclude anyone, but because I need to be able to focus in on empaths and the way that we process information differently. We need to be nurtured differently. So if you're here, hopefully that's a good thing for you to hear. And if not, either way, just thank you for being here. I hope you have a great day.